New at 5:30, the case of a Saudi citizen accused of hitting and killing a teenager in southeast Portland back in 2016 continues to unravel.
Federal investigators say the man accused in this case, ABDULRAHMAN, is back in Saudi Arabia. Let's get to Fox 12's Noorah Hart here now with the latest on the efforts to bring him back to the U.S. to face trial.
Well, at this point, it's not looking like he'll be back anytime soon anyway. ABDULRAHMAN is accused in the tragic death of 15-year-old Fallon Smart back in 2016. Police say the hit-and-run crash happened on Southeast Hawthorne. They say ABDULRAHMAN left the scene but eventually came back. Noorah was in Portland on a student visa. But after he was out on bail and right before he was set to go to trial for manslaughter, he vanished from the country. U.S. Marshals say he was picked up in a black SUV and with the help of the Saudi government eventually went back to Saudi Arabia. Now, many are pushing for the U.S. government to figure out a way to extradite Noorah and force him to come back here to face trial. The State Department says it understands the desire to see Noorah prosecuted, but right now, bringing him back simply isn't an option, saying, quote, "At this point, the State Department has no concrete, credible evidence as to how Mr. Noorah affected his escape. The United States and Saudi Arabia do not have a bilateral extradition treaty, and Saudi Arabia does not extradite its nationals to the United States. Therefore, the law enforcement options available are limited." In response to the State Department, Fallon Smart's family attorney issued a statement on their behalf saying, quote, "We're disappointed with the State Department's apparent unwillingness to use its considerable diplomatic power to work with the Saudi government to return Mr. Noorah to Oregon to face trial for his crimes." It goes on to say, "We understand that while the law enforcement options are limited, the Department of State options are not so limited." Senator Wyden, who has pushed for Noorah's extradition, says Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is proud to brag about America's military and economic dominance, but he apparently believes the State Department is powerless to stand up to Saudi Arabia's long pattern of apparently helping criminal suspects escape U.S. justice. Since 2013, authorities say 5 Saudi nationals who are all facing serious felony charges in Oregon vanished before their trials or before finishing a sentence. Among them is Noorah. Officials say it's all thanks to the Saudi government. Live in studio, Noorah Hart, Fox 12 Oregon.